Hello, everybody. Welcome to another daily dose of your gaming news and all that good stuff. So let's get started. I mentioned this new power supply from Corsair with the side connectors few weeks ago, I think. And I had my questions regarding the usability of this, unless case manufacturers start to integrate more space here behind the motherboard tray. Corsair has some cases that already has this. That's why I think they start now implementing this PSU. But some case manufacturers, I don't think they have like the clearance here to not bend, but pass the cables through without like serious bending. Because usually you have the connector here, the physical connector itself, then you have to have more space here to pass through the cables for whatever you need to go. The idea itself, it's very good because usually in shorter cases here, you can take advantage of the fact that they can be with bigger width to take advantage of having the connectors here and not all. I don't know if you have like an HDD case or some water cooling reservoir or something like that. I think this might be helpful here. But unless if case manufacturers put some more clearance here on the width of the case, I don't see how well can be integrated in the overall scheme of things. But it's an interesting idea, and I think it has very good use cases, especially if it's modular. If it's not modular, sorry, my English, it's morning time. If it's not modular or completely modular, I don't see any use to put the pins, the connectors here on the side. So basically this is it. Good news, I guess. Cyberpunk puts DLSS3 support here. In this, I have some strong opinions regarding DLSS3, especially the frame generation aspect of it. Fake frames for me, it's fake frames. It's basically cheating the game engine, and of course you when you put this, even with all the technologies, you just are putting lag on the system, input lag especially. In some cases I think it's good, like for example Microsoft Flight Simulator, these kind of games where you don't have where the input lag is not that noticeable. But this game, shooting games where you have like you need to feel when you're pressing the trigger, you have like basically a direct input with the minimum lag possible. This kind of games, more faster games, I think if people are starting to get a little bit sensitive, this is going to be noticeable, especially in the game like this where you have like because this is an heavy game, you have lower frame rates, and the fact that you are just seems that the game is smoother, but I don't think it will feel that smoother if I'm making myself put that idea there. But yeah, it's there. It's a 6 GB patch, so we'll see how it goes regarding feedback from the players. But yeah, meh for me, at least, especially for this game. We got the Lord of the Fallen screenshots. I'm not sure because my laptop here, it's like a 720p resolution. I cannot make it. I don't think this is gameplay. This is like artwork or something like this. But if it's gameplay, because this is a Unreal Engine 5 game, if it is gameplay screenshots, okay, this one is not for sure. This doesn't seem also. This might be. I don't know. This one might, but the artwork, I don't have any complaints regarding the artwork, and even with the previous game, I don't have a lot of complaints regarding atmosphere. It's the game mechanics for me are the more important in this kind of game. The graphic wise, I think it's going to be okay, but yeah, you have some screenshots you want to put on your desktop monitor background. It is available now. Dead Space, the remake one, has a patch that lets PC users disable VRS. The technology here is basically has to do with the DLSS and FSR, so upscaling technology. I think the PC users had some kind of issue with the graphics-wise, how things are presented, and now you can turn it off. So basically, when it upscales, this thing VRS, it's the variable rate shading. So that's the image was getting a little blurrier. Now I think it's more sharpened. Because usually supposedly this is to bring extra performance but you know, you always have a trade-off. When you get extra performance, the quality of the image is going to be suffer a little bit, but now you can, with this patch, you can disable, so you have a better quality on the screen. Lastly, we got Star Wars Jedi Survivor. It's delayed. That's the only thing that matters to me from EA soft earnings. It's delayed not that much, I think 1 month, or give or take. Where is it? I saw the dates here. I think like 1 month. Where is it? Star Wars now launches on April 28th. I think it was on March. Now it's like 1 month and a half, give or take, if not mistaken. So I think they will take advantage of this to polish up the game if they needed to. And lastly, Like a Dragon Ishin official PC system requirements revealed. They are not very huge, mainly because this is, from what I understood, a PS3 game era that was ported then to PS4, and for that you don't need like a huge machine. Except for the recommended specs for 1080p 60 frames per second, 6 gigabytes at least on the VRAM for the GPU. As you can see, CPU wise you don't need like a big thing, even memory, 8 gigabytes RAM. So I think for 4K, if possible, because they didn't launch yet the recommended ones, I suppose you're going to need at least 3070, maybe 4K 30 frames per second, give or take, and 16 gigabytes of RAM, and maybe like 7th, 8th, maximum 9th Intel Core generation and equivalent to AMD. I think this should be around that area. I'm just guessing at this point. But yeah, this is all I got for today. Not much today, just some quick news here. I'm going to wrap up with my usual stuff. I might go get funding to upgrade my PC to get a better content, and for my private clients I want to start doing some more video stuff, and in my free spare time continue to do the series, some deep dives with some script content, and also some gameplay series. And with all that said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.